Let's see.
Didn't you say in front of the mine?
I did, but then I realized that it might be wise to scout ahead in order to get a clearer picture of the situation. Come, let us go. The golem and its supposed friend should be further down the mine. Follow me.
Sounds like a plan.
Whatever's necessary.
All right.
Yes?
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Fall.
I did not expect so many creatures.
Strange.
That way?
You read my mind.
Well, keep you shielded. Is this really necessary? Danger up ahead.
You got it.
Look, up ahead.
Someone's coming.
And its friend.
I know.
Let's see what they have to say. Interesting. Greetings. Are you...
Rick, who are they?
Don't worry, Hubert. They are not here to hurt you. Judging by the sounds of fighting we heard, I take it you took care of those undead. If so, you have my thanks. They appeared out of nowhere just a couple of days ago and locked us in.
They are dead. We're here to ask you some questions about your friend.
I figured. So I'm guessing you heard the rumors, right? Yes, this is the golem with a soul. And yes, I am the odd fellow protecting him. But before I tell you anything, promise me that you won't hurt him.
I know he might look intimidating, but he's actually quite sensitive.
I promise.
Good. That's good.
So, what do you want to know? You didn't come here to take him away, did you?
Hubert is a stone golem. Why didn't you kill these undead yourselves if they trapped you?
Kill? Hubert? I told you he couldn't hurt a fly. He doesn't look it, but in his head, he's just like a child.
Why Hubert?
It was my grandfather's name. And one day, I simply started calling Hubert that, and it stuck.
How did you come to know Hubert? I mean, you don't just come up to a golem and start a conversation.
Right. You don't. I found him laying half dead just outside this mine. Some creature drained him of his essence, a ghost or something.
Darkness came and stole my light. It hurt. It hurt so bad.
I know, Hubert, but it's over now.
For some reason, I immediately noticed that Hubert was different. In every other situation, I would have simply turned away and alarmed the guard, but I just couldn't. So I went into the city to find a mage.
Who?
Joseph. His name was Joseph.
He is not with the Creators Guild. And this Joseph agreed to help you.
Well, he still owed me a favor, so... Yes, I asked him to heal Hubert. And even though he told me it was dangerous, he eventually did it. When it was done, he told me to get away as soon as possible, as it might wake up again soon. But just like when I had first seen him there, I simply knew that there was something in him. Something that made him more than just a construct. So I waited, and it turned out I was right. You can figure out the rest. I took him into the mine, as the Everlight guards would have attacked him on sight. And here, we became friends.
So, you took him into the cave to protect him?
Yes. Of course, word eventually got through to the townsfolk. But you're the first to follow up on the rumors.
And before these undead woke up, this place was actually quite peaceful. A bit gloomy, yes, but safe. And that's what matters.
How long ago is it that you found him?
Let me think. Almost 4 moons now.
How did you become friends, though?
Rick, friendly.
Well, maybe friendship isn't the proper word for it. It's more like I care for him, the way a father cares for a child. And yes, I know...
Hubert, what makes you different from other golems? When did you realize you can think for yourself?
I don't know. I always had thoughts, always had ideas, but I did not know how to tell people.
Taught.
Yes, yes, of course.
Hubert is a very good student. He learned how to speak almost fluently in just a couple of months.
He could also carry the spirit of a person in him. Did you ever think of that?
If so, it was the spirit of an infant. As I said, all I did was offer Hubert guidance and, well, love.
What are your plans for Hubert? Neither he nor you...
Honestly, I don't know. Hubert is such a good lad, and I want him to have a normal, happy life.
Yes, friends.
Hubert, what did we say about
Do you want me to be sad, Hubert?
Apology accepted. Just...
Anyway, I try not to think about it. And until you showed up and killed those undead, I wasn't even sure we'd ever make it out of that cave.
All right, look. My friend here would like to learn more about Hubert's uniqueness. It would be of great scientific value.
I don't know. Will it harm him?
Golems were created to endure pain.
What my friend is trying to say is, he will do everything he...
What do you think, Hubert?
Fine. If you think it will help us understand Hubert better...
Thank you, sir. And interesting. Truly interesting.
It wasn't bad, Rick.
So, what did you find out?
Not much. But let me discuss it with my companion first.
Where is the kind sir going, Rick? I liked him.
They're just going to have a talk. They'll come back.
So let me be brief. I inspected Hubert's magical core, and it is rather unusual. It's overflowing with magical essence, unlike anything. Unfortunately, I believe that the very same irregularity is also dangerous. It is very likely that it will eventually get out of control and cause an explosion unlike anything this land has ever seen. To me, it appears we have 2 options. We can destroy the golem, or take it back to the guild. I do not think I should make that choice. I consider myself a rational person, but I'm afraid that my fascination with the matter clouds my judgment.
Couldn't we just take him somewhere secluded and leave him be?
I'm afraid that's out of the question. We just don't know what the long-term effect of this instability would be. He could, for example, become feral and use his incredible power to wipe out a city or 2. Killing him is the merciful option if his welfare is your primary concern.
What do you mean by harness?
Well, the possibilities are endless. If we can replicate the structure of its core and stabilize it, it has the potential to change the world. We might even be able to recreate it, thus giving... Obviously, there is no guarantee these experiments will bear fruit. We would also be risking blowing Everlight to smithereens in the process. If I had to make a guess, I would say that there is a 40% chance that the golem will be stabilized and we will be able to harness the core. A A 40%.
We can't.
Forgive me, but this is highly irrational. You are a mage, so you should be able to sense it yourself. There is a magic.
He's right, Tahar. Charming as he is, Hubert is a walking time bomb. Not doing anything would be...
Also, there is a slim chance that harnessing the power of his core would stabilize the core, and thus allow it to live.
Of course. That's the way.
Now would you...
So, what did you and your friend talk about?
Well, there's no good way to say this. Hubert's magic core is very unusual. It is over. The only way to save him is to take him to the Creators Guild, where they can try to control his power. Thing is, I'm sorry, but it's the only way.
You bloody monster! No! There's no way I'm letting you—
Rick, you're outnumbered, and I'm offering you and Hubert a chance. Don't you see it? You can either die here like a fool, or you can make sure Hubert gets through the entire ordeal together with you.
Well, I guess you're right, aren't you? I don't have a chance against you all. But let me say this.
Hubert, it's time to go.
What?
Yes.
Well, I must say that I'm happy you made that decision. I will go back to the guild now and prepare my things for... I will see you there.
This way, right?
Get ready.
I'm dead.
More fighting. Does this never end? Blasted armor. That's the way?
You read my mind. This place is a bloody graveyard.
All right, here goes nothing. Here we go.
What do we need?
Sounds like a plan. So, what's the
Interesting.
plan?
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, an uncontrollable rise in crime, and the purity of Light's aggressive crusade for new followers.
Tahar? This dream you've told me about on our way to Farland's Hope, the one you've been having since your childhood? Tahar? This dream you've told me about on our way to Farland's Hope, the one you've been having since your childhood? I've been thinking about it.
Have you?
Yes. These strange, human-like puppets you see in it. They might be a way of your mind telling you that there's an aspect about your flesh, your body, which you haven't come to understand yet.
Where did you get that?
Well, becoming a light mage involves a lot of introspection and journeying into one's mind. But then again, dreams are enigmatic. I might be wrong.
We should get moving.
Let's see.
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of magic, the members of the Creators Guild were among the few gifted that remained neutral during...
That way? Sure.
Got it. Interesting.
Ah, there you are. In case you were wondering, I sent 2 mages to help Richard and Hubert find their way to the guild. It will be a marvelous opportunity to deepen. I'm still fascinated by the idea that an abundance of magic is able to create sentience. Either way, I am ready to join you. I need to take care of some formalities first, but I'm ready to depart before next dawn. Where shall we meet? According to your story, the Shaper City is in the middle of Iskander, is it not?
Yes, near a village called Farland's Hope. But you can just meet us on the border of Everland.
Then that is what I will do. Thank you, Tahar. I'm looking forward to working with you.
This way, right? Yes?
Yes? Now would you look at that?
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor.
Tahar? This dream you've told me about on our way to Farland's Hope, the one you've been having since your childhood? I've been thinking about it.
Have you?
Yes. These strange, human-like puppets you see in it. They might be a way of your mind telling you that there's an aspect about your flesh, your body, which you haven't come to understand yet.
Where did you get that?
Well, becoming a light mage involves a lot of introspection and journeying into one's mind. I might be wrong.